you do me a favor and log on to YouTube? Well, you're more than welcome to use the charges because I know that thing takes some juice.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. We're about to get ready and get started here. And I'm going to go over the daily chart first before this 9:35 hour. And let's take a look at the daily chart. Market has literally taken off to the upside. So we are now in full-fledged mode to try to test the highs. Do I think it's going to get above the highs? I don't know the answer to that, but the market has literally gotten above resistance, and then came out and tested resistance, and now it's taken off up from resistance. But I would never tell anybody from a long-term perspective to get on to, I would never tell you to get into the markets going into all-time highs. We need to wait and see what the market is doing at this particular time. So with that said, we'll call it, and that's what it looks like right now. We have a higher high and a higher low in the daily, so that's what that is. Now, let me go ahead and make this disclaimer. I am not acting in the capacity of any professional financial guru. I'm not here to give advice. This is for educational purposes only, and we're here just to kind of show you what we're doing and what we're seeing from an educational point of view. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and move on in to doing everything the way we do it every day, and let's get started. I think we have everybody on, if I'm not mistaken. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning.
Good morning, Quentin.
Good morning.
And good morning, Ronald.
Good morning.
All right. So right now, the market is, like I said, up pretty big right now. So because the market is up pretty big, what we're going to do is wait on it to kind of recycle. But when we see the opportunities, we will take them. There's an excerpt in the book I wrote called, it's called Limitless Cash Flow. There's an excerpt in that book I wrote, and something I have to go back to, and something that I'm teaching Mr. Ronald Jones here as he goes on this journey. Take every setup period, and you'll reach your goals both short term and long term. Believe that. I went to that, and because I was talking to Ronald offline yesterday, and as I was speaking with him, I told him everything I wrote in this book is literally the go-to for how to be successful in the markets. I don't go detailed in this book about my particular trading plan, but I go deep into how you should think and what your thought processes should be like, right? That being said, I don't want to use the word aggression because that's the incorrect word, but what I will use, and I'm telling him, if he wants to get to that $1 million mark, he's going to have to be very, very consistent at taking the setups that are there. I don't really care about outside of news and outside of anomalies, and anomalies might be the Brexit, if you guys are familiar with the Brexit vote that happened over in Europe a few years ago, which caused a lot of volatility in the market. Besides anomalies and news, the only reason I take a trade is maybe when you're talking about consolidation. And outside of those three things, you should always be willing and able to take trades. Now, the thing is, right, the consolidation thing is relative. It is. It's green though. Just keep it in mind. You see that? If everything lines up, we'll take a look at it. It's 9:37, so we should be looking. But having a young person online with us, a young person sitting here with me, gives you a completely different perspective right? Because the hunger and the aggression is there to want to get to this goal now. So now we just wait and see. Right now, it literally isn't a lot of consolidation on your larger time frames. So we just got to wait on it and see here. Wait on it and see. Are there any questions this morning? Are there any comments this morning?
We were talking about that red bar, green bar break. Which chart do we look for that on? Is it the chart that we enter on?
Yes, correct. It's going to be the chart that you enter on. So and it would depend, right? Because we're taking 99% of our trades on the 300 and 900. Okay. So the red bar break would be like on a 900, right? It will be on a 900 or the 300. If you're taking it on the 300, then that means the 900 is set up. And if you're taking it on the 900, that means the 2700 volume chart is then set up. So now, so you'll see it. Like right now, you just had a red bar break, but you didn't have the sequence of the charts to match up. So because you didn't have a sequence of the charts to match up, then you really just need to kind of just chill out.
And when you say sequence of charts, from my education and knowledge, it's everything lining up as it relates to the momentum and the trend.
Correct. Right. So watch this. If both the short term and long term momentum on your biggest time frame, the larger time frame, that has to first be lined up, right? And then you have to get the poke bar, right, or the 1 bar pullback. And then once you get that particular situation to happen, then you look sit down to the next time frame to then look to make sure the moving averages are in your favor. And then once you see that those moving averages are in your favor, then now we're looking for the red bar break, or three bar reversal, that kind of thing.
Got it.
Yeah. So then I appreciate that, Gwen. That's good information for everybody online to kind of see.
But like you said, right now on the largest time frame, if ladies and gentlemen, if it looked clustered, that's what we call consolidating. It's really not. You don't know which way it's going to go. It's got to break out of that.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So, so that is and it's just, and again, Ronald's job today is to literally, if he see it, he's calling it. That's what we talked about. If he see it, he's calling it, and whether right or wrong or indifferent, because that allows him to be trained his eyes to see it the way it needs to be seen as well. So, and I want you to do it as well, Quentin. If you see a trade, man, and you think
absolutely,
just holler it out. What I want to do is I want to be kind of like the commentator, kind of like the MC, the master of ceremonies here. I won't call as many trades as I have been doing in the past, because we have a lot going on with, having the YouTube channel, answering the questions, this, that, and the other. But I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing when there's a trade so that we can get that in. I am looking at the charts and seeing everything. I just want y'all to be able to see it so that you know for yourself, because the greatest thing that anybody can do is to allow somebody else to be able to do what they do so that they too can be successful. And that's really that's really all I'm trying to get to, right? At the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to do, is put people in a situation where they can understand how the markets flow and then make informed decisions that cause them to have financial windfall. That's what I call it. But anyway, so looks very interesting to me. If we get a poke bar on this 900, it's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking, looking favorable to a long based on the 2700.
Yeah,
moving averages are turn up, but we'll wait to see what it does after 1,300 contracts.
That is exactly right. Forgive that. I forgot to turn my dog on. Ringer over there.
I'm
So
gonna use one micro starting today,
okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine.
unless you say otherwise.
Yeah, yeah. No, with it, that's a solid idea because what I want to do is build. I want to start teaching the scaling method. That's something that hey, if you watching me now, you want to see something exciting is when we start to scale into a trade. We haven't done it, but we haven't done it of late, but that's something that's going to be done, and it's going to be done with a fair amount of veracity and aggression as well. So now you got to look for a poke one at 2,700 because that 900 is momentum is switching. We do have a poke bar. The only thing, okay, no, we do have a poke bar, period. So you get the green bar.
Get in, just let me know.
Now,
All right, 56 on my end.
56.25 and a quarter.
okay. Come on now. There we go. Out.
All right, out on my end. Positive.
Yeah, that was a winning trade. So it's good. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't do anything but scalp the markets when it's a consolidating like this because you can't see it on Ronald's screen, but you can see it on mine. You see it's real congested. Yeah, and that's why I said go ahead and get out of that trade. If you notice now it's coming back down.
Yeah.
Let's just put a little pad on everything and let's keep it moving. That was good. That was real good, everybody. Real good. So we'll look for another trade. And that's really what we do, right? That's what we do every day. We look to it and we look to make sure that everything is good. So you're up how many points now?
Four.
All right. How many points are you up?
4.25.
4.25. Okay, that's good. Um, just continuing to push here, but it's in consolidation, so nothing's no harm, no foul on the no harm, no foul on the what am I trying to say? On the P&L. We could have held it a little while longer, but because of the consolidation, we want everything to kind of be moving. Plus, I think honestly, if this thing does not continue to go in a heavy fashion to the upside, you might have some downside movement, but who am I? So that was good. That was really, really good. So let me find out. I'm just doing some housekeeping here just to make sure everything's good here. So just give me 1 second. I am here. 57, 56. And it's got as high as 65. That's all right. Yeah. So all right. So cool. Cool.
I like what I'm seeing on the 8100. It's trying to break out of that consolidation, but we'll see what it does.
Hey, that's good observation. Good observation there. Let's see here.
Looks a little divergent though with that long-term momentum trending down, but
Yeah, it
looks
does
like
that. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. So yeah, so now it's just it's still pushing here. Still pushing. So do me a favor, Quinn. Do you mind sending me that link, please?
Yeah, hold one second.
All right. All right, everybody, we're a little quiet right now, but it's quiet because we took that trade, got a profit off of it. It's continuing to go up, but we got out because we got out at the top of the consolidation zone and it's breaking out of it. What you don't want to do is know it's in consolidation, you get to a resistance. You don't get out, but you think it's gonna break out. And then now you're sitting there holding the bag, so to speak.
Yeah.
So we don't want that.
Be greedy.
You don't want to be greedy. Just get yours and get on, right? So wait for another opportunity here. That was nice though. That was nice. So we wait. We wait.
I wonder how much that news that was at 7:30 is still sort of got some residue on what's going on right now.
I'm sure it does. I mean, because this is the thing. It's been news all week, and this thing has been up like gangbusters, man. I mean, for real, it's been up like gangbusters a lot. It's been up like gangbusters a lot. So, and this is what I'm talking about. See, you don't know when this is going to happen. This part right here,
Yeah.
you don't know when this is going to happen. And you always want to be careful not to put yourself in a situation that you start digging a hole. Because if this thing turns over, I think you might have something here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no. Uh, you flush your 300.
Oh, yeah, that's my bad. Here. Hold on a second. Ron Jones, what I want you to do is tell me we didn't go over this, so I apologize. Can you tell us what the news is today?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we didn't even go over the news today. My apologies.
We have at 8:30 we had 3 red folders, core retail sales and unemployment claims. We also had a yellow folder at 8:30, import prices. At 10 a.m. we have business inventories, and that's a yellow folder. And at 10:30 we have another yellow folder, natural gas storage.
Natural gas. Okay, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know everything we have here, so we just gotta wait for everything to line up. And once we have everything lined up, then we know what the situation is.
Okay, so let me ask you, I think that this would have been another good in and out moment.
All right, so let's see what you got. I see.
You see it,
Yeah.
the poke bar
Right.
here?
Well, it's just so many of them happen. So when you're looking at them smaller time frames,
Yeah,
they happen pretty. But no, it's not
that
because you don't have
when it take
because you don't have a market structure on your 900 on your 300.
on the 300. Okay,
It's giving you the red bar, and it did work absolutely. But it's like that trade I got into yesterday. Remember that trade I got into yesterday, and it literally is the exact same trade where I got into, and then it gave me the market structure. But I had to go through that. We had to go through a little heat first, and then it went in our favor. So you don't ever want to take the ones where it has, and basically a market structure is those 2 bars, right? It only has 2 versus, excuse me, I'm sorry, 2 bars. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm doing is, let me show on my screen, okay, so that everybody can see. What Ronald Jones is talking about is he's talking about this situation right here.
What chart are you highlighting?
I'm highlighting the 300. I'm highlighting 300 because there's only 1 bar, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the tools here so we can see it. it's only one bar. It's only one bar pullback. You need on the chart that you're entering on, it needs to be a market structure, right? It has to be a market structure. If it's not a market structure, it's not a valid trade. It gave you a poke, I think, but it's not a market structure over here, which invalidates that trade.
And the market structure would be
2 or more bars. See, I mean, you want to have 3 bars going in a direction, trying to go up. You want to have one right here. You see, you got this one bar going up, and then you got this one bar that's pulled back. You need another bar to try to make another high.
yeah, and then that would have been market structure.
And then that would have been a market structure.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
All right. So it's nothing wrong with this trade because you're looking at it, it's like shit, it worked.
But the best setup would be to have market structure on that following chart.
On that following chart, right? And I would get into, if I have not given you, I will give you that lesson in how we view it. So there you go. So all right.
Hey, speaking of market structures, I don't see anything coming up right now. But speaking of, wait a minute, hold on.
Market structure is simply 3 bars going in the same direction.
Yeah,
whether it be to the long or to the short.
Sure. Correct. Okay. Correct. I have a whole document that I'm going to give you that I have not given you yet. That explains the market structure in depth. Okay. What do you see? I don't see anything unless it's potential to happen on the 27th.
No, I just was looking at that bar that's forming on the 8100, trying to see what it's going to do, but it's still about 3,000 contracts out. So I was going to say, could you sort of, while we wait for them bars to print, explain the difference between 3-bar reversal and the green bar break? I think this would be beneficial to me and Ronald.
Okay, absolutely. So watch this. All right, I'm going to spread this chart out, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, because there is a secret to this. All right, because there's one right here. This right here, and when I say this right here, let me put my pointer. Can you guys see my? You can't see my pointer. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the chart, Ronald. Okay. And let me know if you see something. So when you have bars going up, you see these green bars?
We really can't see your pointer there, Dr. Jones.
Okay, hold on a second. That's fine. You can't see my pointer. All right, so let me do it this way, because I know you'll be able to see this, right? So now, you see that? Do you see that highlighted box?
Yes.
Okay. So now, can you see my pointer?
Yes.
Okay. So this here, the green bar is higher as a higher high and higher low than the previous bar, right? So you got 2 green bars right there, right?
Correct.
Then you have this red bar, right? This is very important. The bar before the red bar has to be green. And then you have a red bar, and then you have a break of this red bar. So that's a red bar break. Basically getting in off of this market structure here, right? Because it's a market structure, and then you got the red bar break. The 3-bar reversal is when you're looking at, you have a higher high and a higher low, a lower low and a lower high bar, and a 3-bar reversal would be a break of that low bar right here. So this right here would be a 3-bar reversal entry. This here would be a red bar break entry. But the red bar break entry has a green bar before it, then a red bar forming a market structure. And then with everything else lined up, you'd be going in that direction. Oh my goodness.
Gotcha. All right, that's good.
It's good.
All right. So
cool.
This here is a bullish engulfing bar right here at 954.
Correct.
But it's working, but there was no market structure right here. This one. That's a bullet on the 900 chart.
It is. So that's
but there was no market structure over here. So is that I'm just trying to make sure it's not a different situation from earlier, because it's shooting up. Yeah,
so let me show you. Let me get on my chart so everybody can see. These getting questions coming in, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, very good. So let's go over that, Ronald. What Ronald was asking about, ladies and gentlemen, is the Is that the way you bullish? Is that where you bullish? Yeah, here's where, yes, this is what you call an inside bar market structure.
Mhm.
I haven't told you that either, right? Because we focus on getting you to understand. This is the nuances of all this stuff. So this is a bullish engulfing bar, right? So yes, you can take that trade because it is a market structure, not a one bar pullback. Because you see this inside bar,
Mhm.
that's a sign of indecision, right? Let me show everybody what I'm talking about here. What Ron was asking me about is this area right here. And he's talking about specifically that bar right there, right? Because it's a bullish engulfing bar. Whenever you have an inside bar first,
Mhm.
and then you have a bullish engulfing bar, that right there is a telltale sign that thing's probably going in that
So we can
direction.
take that.
You can take that trade, yes.
Okay.
So-
And what did you call that?
It's an inside bar market structure, meaning this
Inside
bar.
bar market structure. Okay.
So the inside bar market structure is where you have a lower high and a higher low. The bar forms a lower high and a higher low than the previous bar. And this thing is in a cluster of a cluster.
A cluster
it-
of a cluster.
Yeah, because now, I mean, I wasn't even being funny, even though I know it sounded funny. Because what you have is you have this high and this high, and then now it's basically forming another high and a low inside this high and this low.
It's tight.
It's tight. So when it comes out, it's probably gonna come out pretty ferociously.
I
From
wish
what
I could see angle and separation right there, huh?
Yeah, so let me do it like this. So if you look at that right there, yeah, you're not really supposed to be trading this. But that right there called you heartache and pain, right? That'll cause you heartache and pain right there.
So the inside bar market structure something is in my mind. That's what I'm thinking. I just want to make sure I'm right. So but essentially the previous bar would need to be an inside bar, and then that next bar would need to be either a bullish or a bearish engulfing bar.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. That's absolutely correct. So we wait here, ladies and gentlemen, and you get to see what's going on inside the trading room, and you get to have an experience of what we see or what we go through on a day-to-day basis. We took one trade, profitable trade. And we had 10 o'clock news as well. So,
Yeah.
and so we're not going to trade for the next 5 minutes. So, if you want to ask a question, please let me know, and I'll get one of the moderators to look at the question and I'll answer it for you. That was, I'm not going to use the word simple or easy, but it was simple, right? So let me put out, and the only reason I have these indicators on here, ladies and gentlemen, is to just confirm what I'm seeing in price. I use that as my confirmation tool because it allows me to actually allow others and myself to have confidence in what we're seeing. Oh my goodness, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Here, buddy. The 2700, you see how 2700 and 8100 is now starting to line up.
Mhm.
So we need a poke bar. Lord, we need a poke bar. We need a poke bar. Poke bar is nothing more than a one bar pullback, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it looked like it gave us a poke bar at 900.
It was it red when it
It
gave
was
it to me?
red.
I didn't see it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was looking at 2700. That's why
You see right here.
it was.
Yeah. I ain't see it though. I wasn't looking for it because I know the time.
Oh, all right. Oh, tripping. We can't take trade no way.
Yeah, I
It's
was looking at the
it's
time.
fine.
That's why I wouldn't even.
So yeah. So I mean, that's fine. All right. So I got a gun for about a trade, and I'm thinking, oh, it's not even 10:05. So we are in the building today. Again, if you got questions, put it in the chat, and I will definitely answer your questions. But this is what we do every single day, ladies and gentlemen, every single day. This is a cluster of an area, so it's really nothing for us to do. We got You got 3 minutes on the test. This is our commercial period. So you got 3 minutes on the test. You can ask me the question and I'll answer it. Oh, good. So somebody asked, and let me say the question. Do you have to watch the screen all day, or is there a way to set your trade to stop? Okay. No, you don't have to watch the screen all day because typically we'd be done by 11, 12 o'clock, right? So it's 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and then we take a break and we might come back and do an afternoon session for another 2 hours or something like that. So the answer to that question is no. Can you set your trade to stop? Yes, you can. And let me tell you about that and how that works. We're trading much smaller time frames. So we're getting in and getting out in anywhere from 15 seconds to probably 4 or 5 minutes. But if you're trading longer time frames, doing the exact same thing I'm doing, you can set your entry, your stop, and your target and just walk away. As a matter of fact, I've tried to put on a trade like that the other day, doing it with the smaller time frames, and one of the guys in the room was like, hey, we got to know what exactly is going on. And I get that. But when you know that the trade is going to take a while, you can just set everything and then move on. So I hope I answered your question.
And let me ask this, to piggyback off that question, the audience asked, would you set a stop maybe on one of the, if you entered a trade on one of the longer time frames? Would that be ideal?
You say it one more time for me, Quinn, so I can understand what you're saying.
So if you do set a stop, would you would you be setting that stop based on if you took the trade on one of the longer time frames?
Right. Correct. You'd wanna, if you're going to be setting stops and walking away and things like that, there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that at all. So you literally would set your target, your entry, and your stop and walk away, and you can just go on and be done for the day. But you got to make sure that you check back periodically to make sure the market hadn't done anything. The reason why we do this the way that we do it is because a lot of times you have news and a lot of other stuff going on that causes knee-jerk reactions, right? We had that news at 10 o'clock, and then we had a setup. I didn't call this trade, FYI. I didn't call this trade, but it was completely legit. The entry was 22 and the stop was 39. See, and I would have really wanted to call that trade because it was such a big stop. But as you can see, it's working to the downside. The methodology that we use and the algorithm that we use to take the trades, it works well. You just have to be able to see it. And we want to get in and get out and be done for the day. Like I said, we go from 9:30 to 11:30, 12 o'clock. And then we take a break for a couple hours and we come back and we go from maybe 2 to 3:30 or something like that if we want to trade in the afternoon. That's really how we do it. And just looking to build a team. That's all. Just looking to build a team. Any other questions? I'm here to answer anything you might have. That trade worked. It went from 22 to 5. So it went 1-to-1 and that was it. But again, it went to the bottom of the range. Right? It went to the bottom of the range. So and here's a truth too, just to kind of piggyback off of that. What you want to do is have one setup. And you want to master that one setup and you want to do it. And you will have to at times tweak and modify it based on the volatility and the volume of the market, but you want to have one setup that you look for all the time, right? You want to have one setup that you look for all the time, and you do that over and over again. And that's how you become a successful trader. If you want to become a successful investor too, you have one thing that you're looking for, and you look for that over and over and over again. That's how you become successful. So right now we don't have anything. That was a great call. You get fist pump in front of the crowd. That was great, man. I don't know if we would have took that trade because the risk on that trade was bananas.
Yeah.
It was 17 points on the trade, and it went 17 points in your favor. Now that's for sure. It went 17 points in your favor.
You gotta follow the rules.
Yeah, you gotta follow the rules.
Stick to the program.
Stick to the program. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm feeling very, very good about what we got going on. I want to hear from y'all, and y'all talk to me and tell me what what you think, see, and hear. And we're just trying to kind of give you a bird's eye view of what we do every day.
Right here on the 900. See, this is what's it called, but it wouldn't be considered a 3-bar pullback, would it? I mean, it's a poke bar here, but
Poke bar where? So I showed on my screen. That's all.
On the 900 volume chart at 10:07.
Yeah, you're talking about when it's green and green right there. But what's wrong with that situation?
There is no.
The 300 is not even up. The 300
Oh,
crossed down.
Okay, yeah.
The 300 crossed down when that happens. So we don't. That's not even. We won't even entertain that because that ain't nothing but it's giving you the setup, but it's giving you setup against the trend, and when it does that, it's low, much lower probability. And we don't. So watch this. I want to dispel this myth. Trading is not gambling. Trading and investing is not gambling. Trading and investing is about putting probabilities on your side so that you might have a desired outcome. That's what trading is and investing is. Trading is no different than getting in your car and driving to work. The probability of you making it to work safe and being able to do your job depends on your ability to not do 85 miles an hour on a 20-mile-per-hour zone, not be driving recklessly, have your seatbelt on, pay attention to the things that are going on surrounding you, and paying and obeying all traffic laws. If you do that at about a 85-90% efficiency, you have and I say 80 to 95% efficiency because we all know some people speed. You might roll through a stop sign. You might not be paying attention at one particular time while you're driving, but for the most part, you're doing those things, right?
Hold on, check me out, cause I was saying to the upside, and I just want to make sure we both on the same page. Okay. This red bar here, that was a poke bar, right?
Red bar, which way?
On the 900 chart, it's going. These were green. This poke bar was red going down right here.
Right.
It was to the upside over here, right here. It was to the upside. But is that a market? That's a market structure.
That's a market structure, right? Now go over one more.
Okay.
You went over like.
Oh yeah, I know. Messed up, my bad.
You're fine.
So you saying right? Okay, so you saying the mixing? They started getting tight right there. So that's why we went to take. Okay, I got you.
You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, see, watch this. You missed that one though. I missed it too because I was telling everybody about this right here.
Which one?
I think it's no, it is
that green one. Oh yeah.
I didn't see it. I saw it, but I didn't see it. This right here is where you want to take a trade at 28.50. Stop 23. Nice risk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it went 28 to 36. I didn't see it. I'm being honest with you. I was talking. So, but you see that one that happened right there on your chart. Exactly where your area is right now on your 900. Yeah. Exactly what that is. Mm-hmm. So, but again, we're trading live, so it's sometimes we stop in the middle to get to where we're going. Let me make sure here. Hold on. Yes, I had a question from the audience to ask me about a poke bar. It's a market structure now. It was a poke bar probably when you said that.
Look at that 8100, that's a poke bar.
Yeah, it is a poke bar. Let me tell you something. We don't take trades on the 2700 too often
Okay, yeah.
because that risk is ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you write, you're going to be, you're going to feel this is that trade you have to set and forget because if you're down, if the trade is stopped is 26 points,
Yeah.
you're going to have to be okay with being down 23 points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it hadn't hit your stop yet. But it is, it is a poke bar, but it gave you a market structure, which and I'm telling you, I think, yeah, you don't. And what I didn't do today, ladies and gentlemen, is I didn't draw my lines, but I'm going to draw them now because today is a very easy day to draw the lines. And here you go. So I'm gonna draw them for you. I did not do that. Let's see, horizontal line. And I'm assuring you that price is going to stay in that area for the most part. All it's doing is bouncing off of support and resistance. If you get a trade to go in that direction, then you want to take advantage of that. You have to pay attention to the support and resistance, ladies and gentlemen. That's something that I can't get into like right now during trading, but support and resistance plays a very, very large part in how we do what we do. So plays a very, very big part in what we do. So now we just sit and wait. Just answering questions here. So we just sit and wait on it, right? Sit and wait on it. Do you see anything sitting up wrong?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not outside of that. I want to dealing with the bigger chart as of yet.
Yeah, see that? That thing right there is interesting to me. Very interesting. And this is what I'm talking about when I say you have to be patient and wait and see. Because you just don't know, right? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. That thing right there
So in a situation where hey we more experienced, we got cash up and stuff like that, we're more experienced, would we be taking trades on the larger charts or
yes
still okay?
So let me the scale. I really am looking forward to getting into the scaling method, right? Because that is how you go
to bullish and
hold on a second
on the 900. I'm sorry.
You said bullish and golfing?
I'm a bearish and golfing on the 900. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. You good? Yeah. So let's see. Let's see. Um, yeah, we missed it, man.
Yeah,
because it was right. I apologize. I mean, I'm talking, but I did not see that. That is, oh goodness, it's gonna work.
Yeah, that one gone.
12.
Damn.
It's going, and that one right there is gonna fall apart because everything's lined up everywhere.
Yeah.
So I would give this one an opportunity. Oh no, I wouldn't. I'd be out. Why? It hit resistance. It hit support, excuse me. It hit support, right? So everybody hit this bottom green line. Price went down. It gave us an entry at 12. It went down to like 3, and then it bounced right back off. If you see that green line that I've been drew, right? I drew like maybe 10 minutes ago. I said been drew like I drew it 5 days ago. But that area is going to be an area of contention. So we have to be aware of that. Have to be very, very aware of that.
Yeah.
But everything was lined up, so we kind of knew. But I kind of figured it might bounce up. But it's out of that consolidation area now. It's out. It's out. If it closes below on that larger time frame,
On the nines again,
huh?
but it didn't already dropped, huh?
Yeah, it's that you don't want to take that
Missed the
second
party.
break. Yeah, you missed the party. You showing up late. Everybody going home, right? So we're gonna have plenty of opportunities. There have been 3 trades today. We've taken one of the 3 trades, and really it's only been 2. One of the trades that happened during consolidation. I say consolidation. It happened during news, right? So when it happens around news, we don't take those trades. So we've had 2 trades today. We've taken one. We missed one. We literally just missed one. We just missed one. Did you see it? You didn't happen to see that one, did you, Quinn? Because when I say I didn't see it. Did you see that short setting up?
When he was saying it, I was watching it. Yeah.
Let me see it. Ooh. So you got a poke bar where?
The one I saw was
Because now I can't find it. I know I'm not
it's
crazy.
this what is this 1017?
10
I
seconds.
can't really, it's this arrow in a way, but I think that's a poke bar.
1017. There was a bullish and go. You know what?
A bullish and
There was a bearish
and golden bar.
Yeah, see, this is what it did. It came here, and that it would have gave you the Willis,
Yeah.
right? It would have gave you the Willis, and then it gave you the pullback here. So yeah, that's tough. That's tough, but it's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. So we wait. Wait for it to kind of. We've had 2 trades. They've taken one, so we are good. We're good. But please don't be shy. Ask questions. And let me know I'm checking to make sure that I haven't missed any. So now it's nothing to ain't gonna do. We gotta wait on it to.
So look at this one, or with this one, because we had a poke bar here on the 2700 with market structure on the 900.
That was the second one though.
That was the second, okay.
We're gonna have to wait on it to get the. If you get the first one, you can always take the second one. What I want to get to is have a trading room where it ain't nothing going on but the trading setup, because we got that the algorithm to do it, but it's still semi-automated. But I'm telling you, it's just because they happen all over the place, and you're not trying to do anything but get in, get your money, get on in a situation like this, because it's not
too late. Oh, yeah, it's a poke bar on the 900, but
yeah,
that thing just, yes.
You catching it at the end of the move, and it
Yeah.
might, and that's the part that a lot of amateurs miss.
Yeah.
What you don't want to do is when everybody can see it, that's when you don't want to be doing it.
Okay.
It's when it's making the turn that you want to take the trade. It's when it's the very first part of the move. Because professionals, let's just say again, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to kind of give you a tidbit. How this works is if you have an institution that's got billions of dollars to put on, to trade at one particular time, they can't just put everything in at one time. They have to put in a little bit test, then they put in a little bit more in test, and then they put their final amounts in. They usually go in one of threes or one of fours, and and then add to their position. And you want to be in where the institutions are buying and selling after they've already bought and sold, because it's easier to make money that way. And sometimes, Quentin out in the crew was talking about it yesterday. There was one month, it's just you get in and it just start running on you, and you're in the right spot at the right time, and that doesn't happen, but 2-3 times a month. But if you're able to catch that situation, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. That thing gets to running with you. And I'm not just talking about running 5 or 6 or 7 points. I'm talking about running 70, 80, 90 points. And at 70, 80, 90 points, $20 a point is a lot of money. And that's $20 a point per contract. So you're talking about 8 contracts, 10 contracts, you're talking about $18,000, $20,000 a trade. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. It does happen. Consistently, it happens. So
I think I see a spot. I'm gonna go I got to step back for a second.
okay. All right, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, questions, comments? Is this what you like to see? Is there something in particular you like to see? We also want to talk about the stock list today before we get off. I should have talked about it this morning, but we'll talk about it on the tail end, and kind of see what's going on with that as well.
We had a bullish and gold and bullish and gold and borrowing 900, but it's flickering its close.
So we're just watching. We're just watching.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'll answer this question that was posed to me as well. How often do you take trades? It depends. We try to take 3 to 4 a day, 3 to 4 opportunities a day. And we try to take the prime opportunities. We don't just trade just because it's a setup. We trade when it's nice, right? And that's the second poke bone at 8,100. And you see us having a hard time going down now? Like it's pushed down and now it's just pausing.
Yeah.
So it's either pausing to go down again or she's done. And we don't know yet until we see if we just don't know yet. Just don't know. So we wait. Let me see something here. Let me see something here, ladies and gentlemen. We're just trying to
The trade on the 2700 work.
that trade on 2700 did not work. It did not, but it turned into a market structure and a deep one. See what I mean about it keep going up? So it turned into a deep one. Then it turned around and it ended up working because it became a 8100 2700 entry trade. I'm sorry, 8100 entry trade. Excuse me. So you've been entering on the 8100 versus entering on the 2700. And now this thing is flat again. It's flat. So we chill. We chill. No need to do anything else.
Got a possible poke bar coming up on a 900, and it might be a poke bar. It's close. It's kind of flickering. Momentum is flickering.
Yeah, and also what you want to, you see, this is what I mean by, I wouldn't dare tell you to pick something like this because it's going against that overall trend.
Yeah.
And that's when you get when you see this, you're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna take this trade. What's my reason for the trade? Is it divergent? It didn't matter. No. Oh, it gave you the entry on that one, but it would have been a losing trade. But
Yeah.
you don't want to take. I'm telling you, I wouldn't even be trying to take no longs unless this thing was pushing up. It's not pushing up with any that number, the market structure. If this thing closes red down here and breaks this bottom, it's gonna fall apart. But that's a 28-point stop. Ladies and gentlemen, 28-point stop. So we're going to call it today at 10:30. Let me go ahead and talk about this because we're not going to have anything right this very second. Let me go ahead and pull up this stock list, right? So let's look at stocks here for a second, right? And I have some AI stocks, and you can see how things are just kind of pushing on these AI. That's not one. Hold on. Things are pushing on the AI stock. Microsoft is down. CRD is up big. NVIDIA is up. No, it's up, but it's not giving you the pullback yet. It's kind of in a cluster. CRM, these are just stocks that I watch, right? Looks like it's trying to come down. Walmart's just sitting there, right? Meta looks like it's at the top trying to turn back over. Amazon's at the top, and we don't know if it's going to bust through or, continue to hold serve right there. Google is there. I'm just showing you these stocks, so because I watch stocks as well for the option goal. But I'm gonna tell you, if you have stocks that you want me to watch for you, just please send them to support at theprofitstalker.com. And if you want the free book, I'm gonna put it in if you want the free book today, just send me an email at support@theprofitstalker.com. SUPPORT at the Profit Stalker, PROFITSTALKER. You see what I mean by turning back over?
Yeah.
So now we wait, right? You just wait. And now we look at NQ long term, and let's see what we got. That again is the long term chart, just setting up to go for the trade. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me for today. We took one trade again, very successful. And this is what we do every day. So that being said, let me give you the word for the day. And here it is. I wait for God and the universe to kind of tell me what I should be saying.
No, that's a bullish engulfing. It's a poke bar, but it's a bullish engulfing bar.
Yeah, God, give me a second. Let me give
I'm sorry.
No problem. I'm gonna give you the word that I have for the day. And the word that I'm going to use today is consistency. What you have to do is find a way to stay consistent. Don't give up on whatever you're trying to do. If you have the heart, if God has told you to do it, if what you want to do is in you, don't quit. Find a way to keep going. Do not quit. Consistency is the key. You want to be successful? Be consistent. That's all I got. Talk to you guys later.